Good morning. Good morning, y'all. I could not sleep last night. I think I went to bed at 3. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Baby, I could not sleep. Good morning. Oh, I could not sleep last night. I do not like that. Good morning. Oh, that's nasty and hot. I don't think I made a good cup of coffee this morning, y'all. Oh, I miss y'all too. That's better. I think I need more coffee here. Hold on, y'all. Good morning, nephew. Y'all, my spirit is not at rest. I know y'all know that. I could not sleep. I was up till 3, then I dreamed. Listen, pray for me. Because baby, the old CERCA is ready to come out. Do you hear me? She is ready. And I can tell by my dreams that she wanna act up. So y'all pray for y'all Dean now. Y'all pray for her. Is y'all praying for me? Is y'all? Because she sure needed today. Because the old Dean is ready to pop out and off. Baby, I dreamed some crazy stuff last night. I said, okay, this ain't gonna work. And I didn't call my godmother and let her know what's going on. I text her. I said, boy, I feel sorry for all parties involved. Because, baby, when that woman prayed, stuff, heaven moves. You hear me? It'd be scary for folks. Mm-mm-mm. I'm trying to tell you. I pray for all parties involved. Because, ooh-wee. My spirit ain't right now, so my spirit is not right now. So I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm supposed to say to the Lord. You hear me? I tossed and turned. I probably woke up every 20 minutes, 15 minutes last night, and I didn't go to sleep until 2:33. Yes, honey. I pray for everybody involved, baby. Cause listen, when that woman get on her knees, stuff happens, and it be some. What happened? I can't believe it. That's not even possible type junk. You hear me? I'm talking about ugly. And I'm not wishing nothing bad on nobody. I just want folks to pay for what they did. And that's it and that's all. Oh, that's hot. And nothing else. Can y'all hear me? I'm trying to calm myself down. I'm trying to calm myself down. Slow slinging and flower bringing. I promise you. When she prayed, it be stuff that you be like, what the heck? Hey, Justice. I'm trying to tell you. I be scared when she pray for people. Or she pray and tell God what's going on. And I texted her last night and told her what was happening. And baby, and she don't pray no crazy stuff. You know what I mean? But when she pray, Baby, God do some different stuff around here. I'm telling you. It's crazy. Good morning. Oh, yeah, they go past the ceiling for sure. This is the lady I told y'all people have done stuff to her. They lost their mind. Their lives was gone. Like, it's all kind of stuff. And she didn't pray that nothing happened to the person. She didn't even pray nothing. Just hurting her feelings, honey. God come through for that lady. You hear me? And that's why she's been my source for about 20-something years. I'm not joking. It's wild. And I told her what happened. She was like, what? I said, Mama, you'll never believe. You'll never believe. It's crazy. I don't even know what to say. My mind is so tired and my body is tired from going through all of this craziness for the last 2 months or 6 weeks, whatever. Good morning. I really do pray for all parties involved, babe. I do. Listen. Good morning, everybody. I just got on here to let y'all know I'm sorry for dropping them F-bombs yesterday. I know I said it last night, but I don't like talking like that no more. I don't even like that people can get me that angry. Vonda, which you wasn't in class last night. I need y'all to quit saying that. I love you, babe, but no, I'm here because somebody screwed over my car. That's why I'm here. I'm here because a person pieced my car out. They took parts out of my car and put them on another car. That's why I'm here. I'm here because somebody is evil. Oh, okay, well, that's not why it ain't. I can't even blame this on God. Someone ruined my car. They took parts out of my car and put them on other cars and put the raggedy parts back on my car. You said until you handled that way better than expected, so no worries about the F-bombs. Yeah, I was hot. I couldn't even sleep. I tossed and turned all night. I'm talking about the whole. I probably had 2 hours of sleep. Yeah. Mm. So that's not the issue. But chop shops and stuff like that, stuff happened to places like that. Because that's technically a chop shop. That's what chop shops do. Ain't that what happened? Chop shops get raided, all kinds of stuff. I sure do. It's all kind of stuff that happened. The same thing happened to your daughter's car. Mm-hmm. Crazy how things can happen. Places get shut down. Folks go to jail. It's all kinds of stuff that can happen when you're doing illegal things. Real, real crazy. Got to be more careful. You know, everybody ain't the same. It's real crazy. I think I saw a lot of immigrants and stuff over at that place too. Matter of fact, I know I did. A lot of them people ain't citizens. A lot of them are not citizens. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of illegal immigrants over there. Can't do everybody dirty now. You know, some things shouldn't be done. Hey, good morning, Auntie. You said that happened to your husband, but he handled it. Okay. Um, God's gonna handle this one. Interesting. You said my neighbors tried to keep one of my. I don't know what's wrong with folks thinking they can do folks dirty and nothing's gonna happen. I don't know why people do that. It's crazy. Just shows that a lot of people don't have integrity. You know, I done seen some crazy stuff happen to folks because stuff didn't happen. You know, you just gotta be careful. And that's why I don't go around trying to do people dirty. I don't go around trying to do people bad. I don't go around trying to get over on nobody. Because when that stuff come back, it be real, real crazy. It really do. It be real wild. Stuff you would never even believe could happen. You hear me? You don't try to get over on nobody. That's not right. And I don't try to get over on nobody. I try to help every single person I come in contact with, whether I know you or not. So, mm-hmm. What the Bible say, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. I think that's a whole biblical scripture, isn't it? Or am I tripping? That's a biblical scripture, right? It is. It sure is. Real crazy. Mm, it sure is. Mm-hmm. So, I'm trying to calm myself down, which is what I was trying to do last night before I went to sleep. Mm-hmm. It's a real thing. I feel like Gizmo with this strip, y'all. This is my Gizmo strip right here. I need to wash my. I done shampooed my hair. My hair is so dry. My scalp is flaking. It's crazy. Real, real, real crazy. I gotta get up and wait for this other mechanic dude. He said we just read this in Psalms 105, 1 through 45 this morning as a family. Good job. Danielle, you know I don't know scriptures by heart. He said you can't wait until your locks grow out. Enjoy the growing out part. Go get some. Make you some. Go get you some hair and make some. Extensions is the thing. You don't gotta put them on. You can put your hair in a ponytail, make the petals, and do a style with them. You don't have to have them grown out. Put some extensions in. My first year, I had extensions, and then after I had them, maybe about 10 or 12 months, 10 months. I think I had extensions for 10 months. And then I took them out. That was just so I could do styles, but I didn't do nothing but this. That's all I did. I would keep it in ponytail. Just go get you some hair. You said I know, but when you said it, it was confirmation for me. God is listening. Oh, okay, Pumpkin. I was going to say, because you know Auntie don't memorize scripture. We just talked about that yesterday or the day before. You can make some locks. People be using, it's all kind of stuff. Just go on the internet and look up faux lock pedals or, you know, temporary lock extension hairstyles, and it'll show you how to do it. You can make lock pedal ponytails or however you want to do it, and twist your hair and then put those on wherever you're going to put them. Good morning. I did not sleep, Teresa. Yep, Tony, that's it right there. That's why I'm up early, because I was tossing and turning. I was up early, honey. I didn't go to bed till 3, so. Yeah. At this point, I kind of wish I didn't know who I was, so I could cut up and nobody wouldn't know. But this is forcing me to not do what I be want, like what the old circle want to do. God know what he doing. Because if y'all see me on the news, excuse me, seeing as how I'm a public figure now, I can't do certain things. Back in the day, this is why I used to like to be low and slow. You know what I'm saying? You say, yeah, my sister just did some butterfly locks down with her crochet locks. Added here. No, I'm not checking myself. Too many people know who I am. I ain't even gonna hold you, Tony. This God did this for a reason. Cause he know if this would have been back in the day and none of y'all, nobody didn't know who I was, baby, I'd have been in cut up. It's a lot of stuff you can do. And remember, I told y'all, I'm the type of person I sit back and wait and make you think some stuff is over, and then that's when you will see me. So I had to fight old CERCA right now, cause she definitely wanna do what she, This used to be my city. You forget, I used to live here. There's a lot of people I know in this city that people don't know that I know. You hear me? A whole bunch of folks. And you see what I'm saying? I don't live here anymore, but I lived here for over 10 years. And my friends was, people's. So the devil definitely was like, well, you could. And you know what I'm saying? Don't think the devil ain't been tap dancing on my head all night. I had a dream I hurt somebody last evening. A few people. Right then. I'm trying to tell you. It's real ugly. And then the corporate side of me was like, oh, well, you can. You see what I'm saying? So it's a number of ways that this could go. A number. So remember when I told y'all in the beginning of this, sitting and doing nothing is a strength for me right now. Y'all remember? Who remembers me saying that? That not doing anything and not letting my mind go to the places I know it could, or participating in the things that it could, is a strength right now in real life. Because don't forget, I wasn't only in the streets, I did the corporate stuff too. You hear me? I did the corporate stuff too. So I know certain avenues to move through and things to do, but I'm just asking God to let me keep my hands off of it. Because I know whatever he gonna do, you'll probably never do that to nobody else ever again. That's how my daddy moved. And maybe it had to happen to me, because if you felt so comfortable doing it to me, you probably didn't did it to other people. That's probably your scam. That's probably what you do. Do you understand? This how you move. Okay? But sometimes it's bigger boogeymen than you in real life. You said I find my old self every day, auntie. How I had to bite my tongue. I delete so many statuses, posts. Dad be like, I got it. I'm trying to tell you. You said, but I felt somebody did something to you. They did it because of a woman, huh? What you talking about, T? I didn't know these people before I took my car over there. I didn't know these people. I had never met this person, so that there would be no reason for that. Well, I don't know where that would come from. I don't know. Okay, because I don't deal with nobody at home, so there would be no reason for nobody to do none of that. I don't deal with nobody. And don't nobody know, like, mm. Oh no. I mean, what's going on with my, no, that's not what happened. Was you in class last night? I found out what's going on with my car. They replaced all my parts. They took out parts. Oh, okay, no. They replaced all my parts with bad parts, and they took off parts of my car that they wasn't supposed to. My rack and pin, my steering column. Yeah, no. They took off all these parts, exactly what I said. I told y'all, I feel like they replaced a whole bunch of stuff under my hood, and when I took it to the other mechanic, that's exactly what he said. So they pieced my car out and put my stuff on somebody else's car. Yeah, which is exactly what I said when this first happened. Cause I check under my hood, y'all. Y'all gotta think. I didn't. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. They replaced all the parts on my. I'm talking about stuff they didn't have to take off, strip bolts, everything. But I knew that though, because when I got my car ride smooth, my car. I'm trying to tell you, I keep up with my car. I don't let my cars get raggedy. And when I got in my car the first time I took it, I knew they had did something. And he kept trying to tell me he didn't, but I drive this car, and I'm not green when it comes to mechanics. You know what I'm saying? I come from a family of mechanics. So I kept telling him, hey, something ain't right. He's like, oh no, this, that, and the other. But I literally got on the phone and told my son, said they didn't replace my parts because I look under my hood all the time, y'all. My car, and I keep my engine clean, and you know how some people you lift it up, it's oil and stuff everywhere. I don't play that. I clean my car, the engine. I make sure I know exactly what it looks like. I got pictures of my engine and under my hood. That's how I was able to tell this person, you put the extra 200 miles on my car because I checked the mileage on my car every time I get. I had a cheating man, so it's just um habit for me every time I get in my car to check the mileage on my car. It's certain things, but when people don't know you, I mean, look how particular I am about everything. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like that with everything in my life. Stuff that's mine, I know if it's been moved. I know if it's been tampered with. That's part of the little bit of OCD that I do have. You understand? I check stuff like that all the time. It's not. It's just habit. So when I go to get in my car, I don't just get in my car. I walk around my car and check out my tires. I look for certain stuff. So it's just habit. I told you about once a month. I lift up my I lift up my hood. You said, I remember you told me about your aunt who taught you because she was so good at rebuilding cars. Exactly. The women and men in my family are mechanics. So there's certain stuff that I'm out. This is how I told y'all I knew that they changed out my light on my car, my rear view mirror thing, because it started going blue. It had never done that before. Remember I told you that? And I'm like, I don't know how they did that, but it was during the winter time. And I had had the car for over a year and it wasn't doing that. You remember I told y'all? The thing, my rear view, my whatever that mirror is up there, all of a sudden it started going blue like a camera. I pay attention to my vehicles. I always have because one, I was a single mom living in a state where I never had no. I'm always living somewhere where I don't have nobody. So I can't. I'm not just a woman that jump in her car and I look under my car to see if it's leaking. I check my tires. There's a lot of things that I do. Like since I've been here, I bought a 2-ton jack and gave my jack to my daughter. Like I got everything that I need in my trunk. Niggas pop my trunk and be like, "What the heck?" I don't play that. I got ratchets in there. I got everything that I need because I'm always by myself. So I'm not a woman that be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna get in and drive." Like, no, I'll turn my music down. I listen to my car. I listen to the sounds that it makes. Like this is what my uncles taught me and my aunt taught me, my mama. So I'm not a person that just. I instantly got in my car and was like, "What is that?" And I sent the video and was like, "What is this noise?" Because it wasn't making this noise. It's making all these different noises. I pay attention to the stuff that's on my dash. Do you see? There's things that I don't. I'm a single woman, and I'm never living around my family, so I have to. So even though you might have done the messed up stuff, I caught it instantly, and this is why I took it back. And then I waited a minute, and then I took it back again because I knew you didn't do what you were supposed to do. I knew it, which is why. But again, my daddy likes to show up and show out in certain situations, and you shouldn't do people bad that don't try to do you bad. Real crazy, nuts, and that's why I couldn't sleep. When I say that tossed and turned, it's already bad. I'm on the couch. Baby, I could not sleep last night. I had a dream I was in somebody's house, baby, and I was tearing folks up, tearing them up, so much so that people ran to get pistols, and I woke up. Letting folks have it. Now the people in the dream, they was white folks, but I know it's still representative of whatever was going on in my mind before I went to sleep. Yeah, you said a whole story about your life. Listen, it's being written right now on these lives and in my journals. Cause don't think I didn't journal about it. I've definitely journaled about it. This is what I be trying to tell y'all. My life be crazy. It be some crazy stuff happening. Like, what in the world? I came here for 2 days. And it's almost been 2 months. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. But it's not just women. They take advantage of whoever they think they can take advantage of. But you did the wrong one over here. I'm trying to tell you. Because not only am I going to go to my dad, there's some other things up my sleeve. Mm-hmm. I'm just not going to lay down now. That's the problem. People think because folks is church folks or people that love God that they won't, you know. handle certain situations, but God didn't say be foolish. He never said be foolish, ever. And I'm not foolish at all. Mm-hmm. I'm nowhere near foolish, honey. And that be the problem. Folks think, oh, she's so sweet and she's so nice. And okay, well, amen. Nice or kind or whatever it means, that don't mean I'm stupid at all. And that don't mean I don't know how to get certain things done either. Now, will I handle this with street justice? Absolutely not. Because that's not going to do anything but cause me more problems. But do I know other ways? Yes. First one, talking to that godmother. And then the rest of it is the rest. Mm-hmm. You hear me? So, some people just ain't right. Mm-hmm. Some people just they dirty in there. And maybe that's why God had me studying about heart posture. I was thinking it was for me the whole time. It wasn't for me. I mean, of course, I had to check myself and not go back to my old ways, you know. But overall, I was trying to give grace in a certain area, and the whole time you meant to take advantage of me. Which sucks for you. Yeah, sucks for you. Because when God paid folks back for the crazy stuff they do, especially to somebody that wasn't, all I was trying to do was get home. I got a whole life. I don't live here. But there was a comment made, and it kind of made me feel away the first day. And I didn't, you know? And I was like, I should have took note at that point. I should have. Because there was definitely a comment made. But good morning. So I got to call this man this morning and see what is going on. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Georgia. Girl, I couldn't sleep. I was tossing and turning all night, so I done got up. I'm trying to wait. I'm sure that man will probably be up by 9. So I figure I'll talk to y'all before that baby get up. So I don't know how much running around and stuff I'm gonna have to do today. Ugh, this is crazy. Girl. Now you understand why I say everybody in this community ain't our community. They here, but they not us. And people get mad when I say that, but it's the truth. And y'all watching it play out. Literally. Y'all watching it play out. Some folks can be around you for a very long time, and the whole time they snakes. Snakes watch they prey. And that's probably why, like y'all said, God had me dream about a big snake. And remember, I told you one of them was like pregnant or had just eaten something, and it was standing right in front of me. It is. And now y'all see why I really didn't want to do meat and grease no more. Now you see, sister, that's up to you. Hey, bearded gentleman. Yeah, I said this is wild. But that's why I'll be like, if, not if, when we get our space, everybody can come. Because if you would do this, it's a lot of other stuff you would do. You see what I mean? And that's why I kept saying, let God thin the herd, let him go and do what he gonna do. Because it's a lot of people that's not right, y'all. And they'll be around for the, the benefits, and whole time they just siphoning things. You see what I mean? And this is why I be by myself. This is why I don't let people get close to me. This is why I don't, because, and it's not, they're like, oh, you're traumatized. No, we live in an evil world, a very evil world, and some people, they just evil to their core, and you can't help them. You can't do nothing. They just, God said there's good and evil, and people be like, oh no, some people just evil. Some people just low down and dirty. Some people got good hearts, and no matter what's gonna happen, they gonna help folks. They gonna do. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? And some people look. The snake you said ate something that was important to you. It was. It was, because if you take my parts and put them in somebody else's car, or replace all of my good parts with something else, it's the same thing as you eating something. I'll never get it back. Yep. Yep. So, mm. And there was two more on the sides of it too. It was three snakes total, which is crazy. It was one in front of me and two on the sides. And the two on the sides was still, but that one was sitting there and it was digesting the food. Yeah, it is what it is. I done been done dirty before. Yeah. And they were close to me, which is really crazy. Very close. Like I wouldn't, probably more than 5 feet from the snakes. But it's crazy because I started tearing them snakes up. You hear me? I started tearing them up. Remember I told you I was like, I was chopping heads off of them. So I don't know. I don't know what that's about, but. Hmm. And normally I'm afraid of snakes. I'm very leery of snakes. Yeah, but the heads was getting chopped. I was tearing them dang snakes up. Yeah. And that's the only way to kill a snake is to take the head off of it. So, I mean, you can burn them, but definitely need to take that head off. Crazy. Mm-hmm. Nuts. I don't even know how to feel right now, for real. I really don't. Because I could have been home, right? And back to my normal life. So not only have you caused other people like stress, right? And whatever else. Um, but it's stopped my ministry in a lot of ways because I haven't been able to do what I'm supposed to do every day. I haven't been able to pray like I normally do, whatever else. And so it's not just financial that you're going to have to pay for. You see what I mean? And the fact that you set out to do me wrong on purpose, which is crazy. Literally. I don't know. I just don't know how people be dirty like that. I really don't. It don't make it don't. Mm-hmm. And this song full with people. It's probably why God keep me on my island. You hear me? Because people dirty. And anybody that they can get over on, they will. And it's ridiculous because you get more when you don't do that. Listen, he said, that's what's blowing my mind. Says the intention. You said you don't do people no kind of way. You said, but better than right. Listen, some people thrive in that type of energy. They know nothing else. It's okay, because it's places for people like that. And there's all sorts of things that happen because you have to think to do wrong. So this was well thought out, right? Especially when I took my car back the second time. That's why it took so long. You didn't have to wait on no parts. The parts was already there. You see what I mean? And I said I don't think he put my old transmission back in because my old transmission wasn't doing that. You hear me? So I kept saying I'm so glad you didn't have to drive your family or friends around. It was way dangerous. Premeditated corruption, right? And I know I'm not the first person you done did this to, so you probably do this a lot. But I'm praying that God don't allow it to happen no more. That's the one prayer I'm praying. That you don't, because if I wasn't in this, my life would be ruined right now. 6 weeks of not going to work, not being able to be at your, like, what? My life would be ruined. So you didn't even worry about my livelihood, even though I've been worried about yours and your families. Hello, more than one time. You get me? More than one time, more than two times. Wild. Baby, I don't know. I'm just talking to y'all because I just don't know what to say. But I know they probably somebody in here, so just know I don't have nothing else to say to y'all. And I would appreciate it if y'all would not be a part of the community anymore. Please don't come here because I don't want people like that around this place. Uh-uh. Because what if I would have seen somebody else like, oh yeah, go over there and again, this is you know what this reminds me of? Do y'all remember when we first started this? And I was like, send me y'all business stuff. I'm not gonna charge nobody to do promos, and people start getting over on people, and people not getting their money back, and all of that. And so then we had to quit referring businesses to people. This is the same thing, and this is why it's so hard to put your name on anything. Yes, I told you, Georgia. And that's why I even had to quit helping people promote their business because people are that shisty. And it makes no sense. But I don't want nobody around me that likes to take advantage of people, that purposely wants to take advantage of people. You said, yes, I was one that got scammed. Exactly. I remember somebody scammed me from class. I was shocked. Exactly. And that's exactly why I can't even help people in certain areas because it's raggedy people out here. And I'm not putting my name or my stamp on nothing. this, I know you doing folks dirty on purpose. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. And that's in any capacity. Mm-mm. And so now we can't even promote people that probably do have really good business, ethics. We can't even help people grow their business no more because, yeah, yeah. So it's like you can't even help people like grow their business or nothing because folks is shicey and raggedy and dirty, which makes me sad because a lot of people's businesses grew because of the recommendations that we had here. People was able to get their real businesses started. It was something they was doing as a hobby, and they were able to start actual businesses. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people made a lot of money when we first started this thing, but then again, folks always on some slimy stuff. Listen, and so now I can't even say, "Hey, everybody go check this person out," or "Everybody go do this," or "Everybody go do that," because folks dirty. Mm-mm. No, it's ridiculous. I'm just so disgusted. I think that's what I feel, disgust. Disappointment too, you know? Yeah. And that's the thing. That's why I say it all over the place. Mm-mm. And this is why y'all, I be by myself. This is why. I don't even know how to feel really. I actually do, but I'm trying not to feel how I want to feel. And plus, this gentleman said that he's going to help me try to get into something else to get over on someone who's close, especially when you're over here. Yeah. And especially when this community has looked out for you several times. You did teach that peace, decency would be gone from the earth. I see it more and more now. Yeah, you know. So, hey, it's wild. It's crazy. But I don't want people like that in our community. Mm, I don't, because you got to think if we in end times and the world is crazy right now. Like I said, if you would do a person dirty that you only see them helping, it's something wrong with you. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? I don't bother nobody. I don't do nothing but try to help every single person I come in contact with. So if you would do a person dirty that you literally have watched, it's something wrong with you. It's something wrong with you. It's definitely something wrong. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about something else. I'm just really trying to buy time until this other mechanic get up so I can figure out what I need to do. Hopefully I'll be able to be home by this weekend. 'Cause, baby, listen, I'm just waiting for him to call me this morning. He told me to call him. I'm going to be, because, whatever. But I literally told him, I said, listen, I have a nonprofit organization. I help folks, and these folks, and whatever. And he was like, this is why I don't tell. I'm so sorry you had to go through this. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, it just hurt. I'm going to tell you, if it was a complete stranger, I wouldn't feel no type of way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would still be whatever. But connected to this person that did this is a person that knows us. knows how we move. Do you understand? So that makes it feel even crazier, right? But I'm figuring this is what happens because I'm not the first. If you feel bold enough to take all of those different parts out of my car and replace them with car parts that did not work, okay? I'm not the first person you didn't do this to. Yeah. I didn't just have one snake. I dreamed just the day before this or 2 days ago that I had three snakes. It was three. Hmm. But I be trying to tell y'all, people that be in this community, they don't be part of our community. They just here. For the grits and eggs. Mhm. I don't know. This is probably what God had us. You know what? Get your book one. Literally, this is what I was studying the other day. Do you see it? The evil heart. Remember I told y'all? Now I understand why. I was like, why you got me reading about the evil heart? Because in order to do something like this, your heart is evil. Ain't that crazy? Hey. Mm-hmm. I said, y'all got it. 5:29. I know some of y'all driving to work and whatnot, but I read this and I was like, and it says it's a disease. Okay, literally, this ain't even my book. You hear me? Yeah. Yeah, but I also understand it was for us, but I understand what God was telling me because in order to do what it is that you did, your heart is evil. You put somebody in jeopardy, period. Because you was gonna let me get on the highway, but I wouldn't. I knew better because if I can't drive it in the city, how I'm gonna put it on the highway? So wow. And then for you to mess with my power, it's like you wanted me to die almost, which is crazy. Because everything that was taken off of my car literally could have caused me to die had I been even just driving it around. Like I said, I almost had two accidents when I went to pick up the car the last time. The first time, I almost had some accidents. So yeah, it's something evil in your heart in real life. Especially when I'm telling you I gotta drive several hundred miles. Hmm. So anyway, right here, the evil heart. Y'all got it. 5:29. Yeah. Is that the other spirit coming for you? Maybe you kept saying you didn't know how it would come back. Could have been. Could have been. Because from my understanding, this person does do other things. What they told me out their mouth. So I wouldn't be surprised. Here we go. It says, yet you did not take away from them their evil heart, so that your law might bring forth fruit in them. For the first Adam burdened with an evil heart transgressed and was overcome, as were also all who were descended from him. Thus the disease became permanent. An evil heart is a disease, y'all. It says the law was in the people's hearts along with the evil root. But what was good departed, and the evil remained. So the times passed, and the years were completed, and you raised up for yourself a servant named David, and you commanded him to build a city for your name, and in it to offer you oblations from what is yours. This was done for many years, but the inhabitants of the city transgressed in everything, doing as Adam and all his descendants had done before, for they also had the evil heart. So you delivered the city into the hands of your enemies. A disease, come on, and we know about that. We sure do. And that's why I was like, wait a minute, why you got me? And so then remember the other day when I told you I was reading this Babylon compared to Zion? And it was talking about why he let the evil people get over and do all of this. And when I tell y'all tears was coming to my eyes when I was reading it, this was before I knew all of this was going on completely, like exactly what was going on. Now I understand because my spirit knew. Okay? My spirit knew, but it hadn't been confirmed through another mechanic that this is what was going on. Right? Now, if I was to go out there and act a plum fool, I'm going to get in trouble because I know better. If I was to send some folks over there to tap folks on their shoulder, I would get in trouble because I know better. You know, if certain places just didn't exist no more, I would get in trouble because I know better. You know what I'm saying? Because CERCA used to be a firebug when she was little. In real life. I used to love to set stuff on fire. Did. And I told y'all what y'all mama said about me. She says you you know what I'm saying? A nigga will wait 6 months till you didn't think I done forgot about it and come to see. But God don't want me doing that kind of stuff no more. Hello. So the evil heart. Listen, you said that be the hard part. For me, not showing out like I can and used to. I like fire too, sis. That's wild, girl. I told y'all what my mama said. You put me in danger. You did. Not once, not twice, but several times. Not only did you put me in danger, you put me in a bind. And then played in my face. The old circle, something have been happening. And it wouldn't have been able to be connected to me. I guarantee you that. But I don't live like that no more. I don't do crazy stuff no more. Especially when I know for a fact that you try to do me dirty. Oh, Lord Jesus. So I'm trying to kill off anything that got to do with the old circle over here. And that's why God had me sitting. He said I used to get in trouble playing with it. My mom said that's why you pee in the bed. Listen, baby, one of the things that I know how to do is be patient if y'all can't see. Especially if I plan on getting somebody back. I'll wait a year. I'll wait 2 years, baby. I was that kind of. I need you to forget that it happened. I need you to think that I don't know nothing about it and I ain't worried about it and you just got over it. That's what God is having to take out of me. I don't react right away. At all. Mm-mm. So that's what I'm fighting against. It's going back to my old self. Mm-hmm. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Cause this is the city I used to live in, y'all. This is where I got off the porch and crazy. God said, sit down and don't do nothing. And that has been the hardest thing for me, is to sit down and not do anything. Not call nobody, not do nothing. Exactly. Right. Exactly. And it's hard. I mean, y'all see how angry I was last night? Because I don't like my trust being betrayed. You said, yep, I waited almost 5 years to get a person back because they thought they were safe. I'm so thankful for the change because, baby, listen. Crazy thing is, you ain't even got to use nobody in the city here. I know people that are travel for trouble. Do you understand? I'm trying to tell you, they ain't like that kind of stuff. That's why I said, leave me alone. Please don't come back over here. Not even secretly, because I don't want none of that energy in my community. None of it. I need you to stay away from here. And I'm going to just keep letting people go on and go their way. I don't want no shiesty people in this community. And yes, I can say that because it's the community that God built, but He used me to build it. I want no shiesty people over here. I don't even care if you change somewhere else. I don't want that type of energy here. It's hard enough for people to be doing the right things, especially me. I ain't gonna say people. I'm gonna say CERCA. It's hard. I fight every single day not to unleash the fire that be it shut up in my bones, and it ain't Holy Ghost sometimes. Okay, it's a real struggle for me to not go back to my old self, to not make the connections that I used to make back in the day. And people play with that because you smile and you're happy and you love people. Them is the most dangerous people, or did you not know? And they don't gotta touch you to touch you in real life. And people don't understand that. Paul and the people that God used, it's a reason He saved them. I don't know why that goes over people's head, that it's a reason God saved them. It's a reason. Because He knew they could do a lot of damage. And folks just be playing with people like, because I love the Lord. You don't do that. Not only did you play with my life, you play with my money. And I don't play that. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. So that's wild. It really is. So now I understand why God had me reading about the evil heart and the people that just get over and it seems like nothing is happening to them and all of those different things. But it's also teaching me, it's showing me that I'm grateful that I'm not who I used to be. Because I'd have been and did some stuff. Several things. Several. Because old CERCA used to be real spiteful. Especially when I know you was doing something that I didn't deserve. Oh yeah. Real spiteful. Very spiteful. And I'm not spiteful no more. Now again, spitefulness tried to come up and be in my head on this morning. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I'm not gonna do it. I just want to go home. I just know I don't have any type of anything for anything in that situation. No conversation. I don't got nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't care. You do not exist in me anymore at all. Mm-mm. Once people do me dirty, you're not breathing to me anymore. I don't have nothing to say. I don't wish no bad on you, but you don't exist in my life anymore at all. I'm not gonna bring myself no extra headaches or nothing. I won't even bother thinking about you. After this situation is over, I don't have no. Moving on, and you're like a person I never met all over again in real life. I don't want you in my circle, in my vicinity, in my nothing. Some people, and I can forgive you, okay? Because I forgive you for what you did, but I don't want you nowhere near me. I don't want to talk. I don't want to nothing. Yeah. Oh, girl, I done thought about 100 ways, not just two. I'm trying to tell y'all the old circle want to come out so bad right now. She do, really. And that's why I've been trying to be calm through the whole situation because in all reality, God told me what was going on the first time. And I tried to give this person the benefit of the doubt because of who I love. But I realized you could very well be a part of it. And this is just maybe how you move. You know what I'm saying? So then I have to cut off all parts of that. You know? I can't be connected to no parts of that at all. Because then that gives the devil leeway into my life. You see what I'm saying? For me to be, I'm not going to let the devil torment me with the situation. You know? I just pray that God has something for me. You know what I mean? Because I did right in this situation. I trusted you. I didn't act crazy. I didn't. I've remained calm. Y'all didn't watch it. Okay? Even what I did last night, I was still holding back. You see? I was still not allowing myself to feel all the emotion that I want to. And I've been done unjustly. A whole effing car is just ruined. That was nothing really wrong with the car. My car had a minor thing. And now it's so much work that it's not even a running car anymore because of what you did. That is wild. You purposely ruined my vehicle. On purpose. That's the one thing that's messing me up. Like you took off parts and put parts on my car that did not belong there. That's wild. replaced my parts and probably fixed somebody else's. You had to. Because the gentleman that was there, I told y'all, he was like, oh, yeah, I got to. And he winked, like, oh, okay. Interesting. But I had already had the man that has my car right now. Before I took it back the second time, I had him look at it. So he already knew. So when he got back under the hood, he was like, oh, yeah, no. Because none of this was looking like this when I got under there. You understand? So that's the difference. You didn't think that I was going to get a second opinion. Even, listen, I'm always going to have a second opinion. And I have pictures of what it looked like under my hood prior to me bringing it to you. Do you understand? People had just been under my car on the 2nd of April. Hello, the same mechanic I've been taking my car to. So I know none of those things were wrong. And I drive the damn car. Baby, I don't want nothing and no parts of it. Please don't come over here no more. Oh, girl. T, think about who you're talking to. I don't like people in my business. I'm not taking nothing to the news, sister. I love you, but no, absolutely not. I took it to God. That's gonna be enough. And that godmother. I don't like people in my business. You know that. I told you. That's why I don't even know why he made me go viral. I just told you wasn't in here when I said I wish didn't nobody know who I was. Cause then maybe if it was some stuff I wanted to do, I could have did it. Girl, that's why I didn't even say nothing to y'all. I been knowing what was going on. And when folks kept saying it, now y'all see why I kept getting irritated and trying not to cuss folks out because y'all don't deserve it. Y'all ain't did nothing. But I knew what was up. I told y'all, I told my son the first time, I said, son, and everything that I said is exactly what happened. You thought I was just joking when I said what? When I said what, girl? No. Why would I be joking? Girl, you don't see how I be telling people stay in my business? Girl, you ain't learned me well enough. I don't like people in my business. And I don't want people to know who I am. I don't like that. You can't move how you want to when everybody know who you are and you know your business. And everybody know. I'm really like that in real life. No. That's why I don't have no friends, girl. I'm for real like that in real life. I don't like people telling. That's why I don't talk to nobody about my. I don't. I'm a very private person, and always been like that. Cause folks is messy. No, in real life. That's okay. You should have known when I told y'all about what was going on with my eyes, and then people started repeating my business, and I said you can leave. Why is you telling my business? You don't remember how mad I got at people when they was like, "Oh, it's something going on with their eyes," and I said, "Why is you telling my business?" I be for real, and I really do test people to see what your character if you got a diarrhea of the mouth. I don't play that with nobody. Let my business get back to me. Let you repeat my business, baby. You are out of my life for good. I don't play that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I told you, some people want to be famous. I don't. I've had a number of opportunities, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. When I tell y'all to turn down more than y'all know, I'm not joking. That's why I didn't understand why he allowed me to go viral, because all the stuff I didn't turn down, I'm trying to tell you. And I ain't talking about no little stuff in real life. Since I was young, I've been turning down opportunities to be seen by the masses. Mm-mm. I'm trying to tell y'all. Could have been an NFL spouse, could have been on videos, could have been in magazines, everything. No. I, because when you live that life, that's why I said, like, even for me, when I went viral and people was asking me to do podcasts, y'all see it, I said, no, I'm not in it for that. I really do this because I love it. Teaching the word, that's why I kept everything the way that I have. That's why I ain't did no collaborations with nobody. That's why I didn't monetize. There was a lot of things that I could have did that would have took me wherever I wanted to go. No, that's not my deal. Mm-mm. I don't like people in my business at all. And it ain't because I got nothing to hide. I just don't like people in my business. And maybe it's because of my family, right? When I was young, everybody, my business was in Germany. It was in Bosnia, and this is not a joke. Listen, it's a real thing. I don't, I don't like people in my business. Mm-mm. I don't like being a topic of conversation. None of that. I like to remain. That's why, like, even with the guy that I was dating, I told y'all I think he was mad because I wouldn't like allow everybody to, see him. And he was like, "Well, I don't understand why." It don't matter. I don't want nobody in my business. I had a whole husband for 5 years and nobody even knew what he looked like. And I'm talking about personal people. Unless you came to my house, you weren't gonna see him. And even then, I invited people over when he was at work. What do you need to know for? My cousins was like, "Why you keep putting stickers over his face?" I said, what you need to know what he look like for? Well, what's his name? Why? I'm married. Know that I'm a missus. You see the ring. And then had been divorced for 3 years. I told y'all 4 years. My niece asked me last year, "Auntie, you still married?" I said, "Girl, no. I almost been divorced 5 years." She said, "What?" Folks didn't even know I was divorced. I do not have people in my bed. Some people want to feel like they important. I don't care about that because I already know I am to myself, whether I'm important to anybody else or not. I don't care about that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Because being wide known, bring people to your business. I don't like it. No. And that's why I didn't get on here and name drop and say who I know and who I done been around and all those different things. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Some people want people to talk about them. I don't want you saying nothing about me. And I've been like that since I was young. So I don't know. Yeah. I already had my time. I'm telling you. In my 20s, CERCA did what she wanted to do. And still nobody, I was moving in a lot of different circles, honey. Hey. And, mm, I told y'all, people used to be like, "You know them?" Yeah. Why you didn't say nothing? What, for what? Oh, so you wasn't even going to tell us? You didn't need to know. Hello. It's none of your business. And I sure do know well. And you don't, but how you know? None of your business. And it ain't what you think. You understand? I don't got to tell you who I know, why I know nothing. I don't have to tell you anything. Just know that you see that they said what's up and you see they came over here. Hello. I keep a low profile. Always have. That's how your good things get messed up. When people know who in your business. Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And even still, y'all see. Who y'all see me with? Nobody. My kids. My children. And other than that, y'all don't see me with y'all that see me with. Good morning, you. You need anything?
Girl, sleep.
Sorry.
What are you apologizing for?
Mine was up all night. I couldn't sleep. I was tossing and turning and tossing and turning and tossing and turning. So, I gotta meet with that guy today. Your friend that helped me with the car or whatever. He told me to call him this morning, so I really just got up to talk to him before. I don't know what time he gets up.
I have a dentist appointment today.
You have a dentist appointment?
Yeah.
Oh, you canceling it? Or you missed it?
I purposely, well, I didn't purposely miss it, but kinda ish, sorta.
Mm-hmm.
They kept on calling me, and I call them back. They don't answer me. Then they call me, I can't. It's like, not that I can't, but then you have to go through the whole thing of getting up, getting away from your bed. It's too much.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all will see me when you see me.
That part.
Yes, I think I have a cavity up here and here. You guys can even take x-rays to see it, so.
Oh, yeah, because you're pregnant. Right. Well, you only got a couple more weeks.
Not even that. I'm not going to that glucose test tomorrow either. I'm about to call them today and let them know, hey, I'm not comfortable. I'm not doing that. So if you guys want to send some monitoring stuff over, great. If not, I'm just big. I just ate a lot in this past month. That's literally it.
She sound like her mom, don't she? Well, just make sure it's not a health risk. As far as
monitoring my glucose.
Yeah.
All I've been drinking is soda and whatever else. I mean, not all I've been drinking, but the main thing that, yeah.
Lord.
And the chocolate chip, but banana bread. Yeah, I got big. I'm 7 months freaking pregnant.
Right.
Excuse me.
Piglet got you so mean and grouchy. It's all that testosterone in there, girl.
I didn't wake up and be hungry for 3 hours. That's what I'm doing.
She said, I do not want to wake up and be hungry for 3 hours. Y'all hear?
But save it for people that actually really need it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. Y'all hear y'all niece? Y'all hear? That nephew got her mean.
Then the HR lady texted me. She said, we're having cold sandwiches tomorrow for lunch. Okay. I said, thanks for the heads up.
Be nice, girl.
What? What does that have to do with me?
Let me pray.
We got a whole toaster.
My grandson gonna be mean as hell. You hear me?
We have a whole toaster thing at work.
Granny son, don't be mean like your mama. Piglet, this is your grandma. You got your mama being real mean to people. Just be nice.
I'm like, thank you for the heads up, but like, we have a whole toaster.
I gotta talk to my grandson because, baby, he gonna have that attitude, baby. Since she got pregnant, she been spicy. It's the Latina in her.
No.
It is. It's the Mexican girl. It's that Mexican and the baby, the little hot pepper is coming out, baby. That grandbaby she tapping all the way back into her daddy roots. You hear me? Huh?
You have an edge brush?
I do. In that little thing on the couch right there, that little brown thing.
Yes.
No, that's the Spanish in her. The Mexican, the Latin.
Then I'm irritated because I coughed too hard and made myself throw up this morning.
Well, at least you didn't pee on yourself.
I almost pooped.
Oh. Love you too, Sarah. Listen, you hear? Just dump it all out. It's one in there. You can have it too, because I think I got another one in the car.
Yeah, that's when my daddy was like, she threw
Hold
stuff
on.
at me. I didn't throw anything at him. I threw it.
You threw it
and
at him. I was here for it.
No, he ended up coming around the corner.
Is it in there? They got us in this stuff. It should be. You see the little one? You're alright. I got some edge control stuff right there too.
I have edge control.
You can have that one. I got an extra one. That's brand new.
Thank you.
You're welcome, baby. I know.
That's the one thing I miss about Geico. Is being able to be like,
Well, maybe God is just ask God to open up a situation where you can. He can open up to where they have all their home positions. Okay. Good Lord. Y'all hear that? Huh? Warm her a sandwich, make her a sandwich, let her eat a sandwich, give her what she want. Girl, I keep telling y'all. Listen, I be praying for my son-in-law, baby. Cause she, between having a spicy black mama and a spicy black daddy, I mean, whatever he is, Spanish, Latin daddy, baby, that blood on fire. You hear me? I told y'all right before I got pregnant with her, I dreamed that I had a dragon. And that's how I knew I was pregnant. It was a beautiful little baby boy that looked just like her when she was first born. Okay. And then I was holding the baby, and the baby turned into a dragon and started growing in front of me. You know how them little snake things when we was little that you light on fire and then it started growing out? That's how the baby did. And I had to put the baby on the outside of the house. And then as soon as I put her on the outside of the door and closed the door, she turned back into a kid. And I was like, oh, I don't want to get pregnant. Well, I was already pregnant. And baby, I told y'all we used to call her the school shooter. She's my quietest child, baby. But that blood run hot. Do you understand? And there go my dragon. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all heard her? She mad about the people calling her and telling her that she got the sandwich. The lady was probably trying to be nice and say, okay, we're going to. Was I mean? Hell yeah. I was mean with every last one of my kids, especially her, because I worked with her dad. We worked at the same place, baby. And I acted like he was dead too. He said I worked in the call center. He worked 3, 4 rows up from me in the call center. Baby, I used to walk past that nigga like he didn't even breathe. And did. Sure did. As soon as you know how most girls will be trying to act, ignored the hell out of him. I'm telling you, once you hurt my feelings or you make me feel like you done tried to play in my face, baby, you are dead to me. I do not play that. You're dead to me. And I don't wish death on you. You just don't exist in my life no more. That part of my life, if I can cut my mama off, baby, and act like she don't exist, who are you? I don't care about none of that. Because if I don't, and I let my emotions get the best of me, I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna go to. I don't like jail. I don't want to go to jail. A lot of stuff that I can't even say it's the Lord. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. A lot of stuff I don't do is because I don't like jail. Now, you want the truth? I don't like jail, and I done been. I don't want to go to jail no more. I don't like jail. I don't like people telling me what to do. I want to take a bath when I want to take a bath. I want to eat when I want to eat. I do not like jail. So it's a lot of stuff that I don't do because God showed me early I will be in jail. And I don't like jail. It's cold. I don't like jail. I'm trying to tell you. He did, T. He said, I was 2, all 3. He said, I was 2. He said, I was girl. And all 3 girls, I was mean, fighting big and pregnant, everything like a crazy person. Girl, mine was like a smoldering fire. I'm telling you. I was just telling my other daughter about how I threw a cold cup of ice water. Her daddy was sitting in my car and he wouldn't move. Right? The day we found out she was a girl, and he said some slick stuff. I was like, excuse me, I need to close my door. And he a big old black nigga. Excuse me. And he wouldn't move out my door. I said, excuse me. And I like kind of closed him in the door. And baby, I had a big old 64-ounce cup of ice water. And I started my car and he kept trying to talk to me and he was crouched down, like trying to be by my window, baby. I threw that whole cup on him and skirted off. Listen, that other baby daddy, Lord forgive me. My son, I seen his daddy at a I told y'all, at a light one time. and he was acting he said something slick, and I was sitting in the passenger seat of my sister's car, and she kept a knife like right on the side, like in the middle of her seats in the van. Baby, before I knew it, mind you, I'm right-handed. I'm not even left-handed. Baby, I had picked up that knife and that thing said shoo, right across his face. He was like, "You crazy, baby. Nigga, I'm tired of seeing you in these streets. Have a seat somewhere." I seen him at the gas station. He gonna call me over to the car. And baby, I was probably about 7 months. About her right where she at now, almost 8. And he said something slick. And baby, before I knew it, I told y'all I had got that thing to clean the windshields. And you know that's metal. He was in the old school. Baby, I was tearing the back of that car up. I'm talking about dents you're not getting out. This is old school. They can't get them dents out, baby. I was tearing that thing good. You better leave me alone. Quit messing with me. I don't bother nobody. I do not bother nobody. I don't bother nobody. And the one time that I felt like the police needed to be involved, I had told him I needed something. My son 30 now, I could tell the story. And he kept playing in my face. Baby, I said, who gonna get some money? Nobody. Went right over to a payphone close to where his spot was and put on my best Christina voice. Hello, yes. Oh my God, I think that there is a place and I think that they're selling drugs. There's a lot of people that are always around there. And I'm really scared for my children. My children can't go outside and play. Oh my God. I think you guys need to send somebody over there. No, I see it. It's day and night, and there's all these weird people hanging around over there. There's always these black guys over there, and I don't know. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Who ain't about to get no money? Oh, okay. I guess ain't nobody gonna have none. Um, I don't think it was a week. We drove right by there and there was no action. Oh, okay. You said what? I was only 16. You played in my face, nigga. You lied and said you was 19. You was 27. You lied and said, oh, okay, so we all playing roles then? Well, then let's get to acting. Hello. No, don't play with me. See, your other baby mamas, they gonna play. And baby went right on about my day. And did. And then he went to jail with my son because they didn't catch him. They just sold the house up and, whatever. He went to jail when my son was 4 days old. Oh, okay, well, ain't nobody getting no money then. Oh, some folks you just don't play with. See, you used to the chick that's gonna come over there and tell you stuff. I ain't doing that. Mm-mm. Now, I don't believe in doing that stuff no more, but I was young. He could take it ill for the team. What you mean? What? You gonna talk crazy? Oh, okay. Yeah. And I don't even like the police, but okay. And did. I bet you he quit messing with me. I bet you he kept playing in my face. He went on and left me alone. Oh, okay. Don't play with me. I see folks be wanting to do stuff that's gonna get them whatever. No, I'm gonna sit back and think about what's gonna hurt you the most. Hello. And that's why God had to get me together. I'm trying to tell you. I was only 16. And you didn't play in my face and played in my life, ruined my life, damn near. Okay? No, we're not gonna do that. And did. And did. Baby. I bet you don't do that no more. I bet you he left me alone. Gone on somewhere. Please and thank you. Now, he didn't go to jail. I didn't say no names, right? I didn't say who, what, when, where, why. And I'm sure that that house was not in his name. I know for a fact that it wasn't, but you won't be getting money there no more. We're not doing that. Mm-mm. No, sir. Mm-mm. And now he know. Mm-mm. I don't care. That's why I say some folks act on impulse, and some folks sit back and wait. Because it probably was 2 or 3 months after he had done whatever he did to piss me off that I did it. Hello. I ain't doing nothing right away. I'm gonna wait so that you think we good and we cool and everything fine. I don't do that no more though. And one, I don't mess with the police, but I feel like it was warranted. Y'all can't say it wasn't. I was 16. You lied and said you was 19. You said, "Oh my God, we were hell on wheels." You said, "In the day, I see I was not alone." Texas. You said, "I was not alone. I was in Virginia from Texas, being diabolical, 15 and pregnant." Yeah, because people are coming try to ruin your life and laugh in your face. Oh, okay, well, hey. See, that's when I thought about my own vengeance. I don't have my own vengeance no more because I realized that what God is gonna do to you is way worse than what I will ever do. But I was young, and we all gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? Now, did I do that kind of stuff anymore? No, because I don't mess with the police. But I was pregnant. Mean. You hear me? But was it other stuff that I did? Yeah. I told you I used to be spiteful. And I sit back and wait. Because people always talk, "Oh, she's so nice," and blah, 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 blah. Baby, that's not what my mama say. My mama says she think I'm a serial killer. What? I don't know. Hello. I don't act out of emotion. I'm going to just sit and I'm going to wait. But I don't do that anymore. Like, I'm reformed. I am reformed. Do you understand? I am reformed. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want nobody to have no nothing. You understand? I don't. That's why I don't. But this is why I be by myself. Do you hear me? This is why I don't mess with nobody. This is why I don't involve people in my business. This is why I just stay by myself because people think that because I love on people and because I want to see everybody do well, that I don't have another side, and that's not the truth. As a matter of fact, I cry because you have to think, when a person has grown up in traumatic situations and they choose former crash out university, re-reform, listen, you got to think, some of my first memories are some stuff you will see on TV right now. And I'm not even going to hold you. People with knives in their neck. And my first memories were all some stuff out of like movies and stuff. Okay? So when you think about that and my base that was formed, right? And then being kidnapped and just all the things that I've been through movie stuff. People don't believe it, but it's true. So you said I would crash and black out. I tried not to go there. Listen, I try not to. Yeah, that's why I don't fool with folks. Y'all, like right now, y'all don't even know. I'm really trembling, and I have been all night, cause the old me wants to come out. The old me wants to do a whole bunch of crazy stuff. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'm telling y'all what it is, because you done messed up my life now. You've affected my livelihood. You've affected my whole life has been turned upside down because of this situation. All jokes aside. You understand? And you did it on purpose. So me having to sit and do nothing, not contact nobody, not eh, y'all don't understand. I'm trying to tell you. Cause it's not like, oh, it's just no. I have to get a whole new car. Not only that, I got stuff that I got to do at my, like, you didn't care about nothing that had to go on with my life. And then you played in my face. And yes, a falling rack and pinion is extremely dangerous. It controls your vehicle's steering. When it malfunctions, you risk a loss of power assist, unpredictable steering wander, or a total loss of steering control at high speeds. Do you know how fast people drive in Missouri? How fast do people drive on the highway? So you messed up my rack and pinion. You messed up my power steering pump. Okay. There's a number. This man was like, everything that you did to my car could have caused me to die. Literally. And it almost did. Because you put my car on the highway steady to go 100 miles an hour. And come on, I told y'all, when I went to go pick up my car, it wouldn't even go over 20 miles an hour. And a man almost T-boned me in an intersection. You didn't strip bolts, which means they can't even do nothing with them. They can't even get them off. My car is running hot. It wasn't running hot before. I told you. It sounded like I got metal in my engine. There was no metal in my engine before, honey. I know what a burning engine smells like. Mind you, I had just got all this stuff together. I had an oil change before I left. Okay? So the stuff that you did to my car could have caused me to die. What about my children? What about my grandchildren? And you heard my daughter last night. They was there with me. She was like, he shrugged his shoulders like, oh well. Oh, so you really didn't care. So should I care about your livelihood? Because you was willing to put me in a freaking death trap and didn't send not $1 back, knowing you didn't do what you were supposed to do. Not once, but twice. Not once, but 3 times. Hello. Hello. And didn't realize that I had already had another mechanic under there to look and see what was going on. So when I took it back to you, I would know if it was worse. And you did worse. You said, yes, let God deal with it. You, beloved, you stay the course. Oh, I am. Remember when I told you I said it wasn't that much play in my wheel? I'm like, wait a minute. I know what's going on here. Then I looked under my hood and it was all of that stuff under there. I'm like, my parts was not this old. My battery dying. I just got a new battery, brand new in October. I hadn't drove my car more than 20 times since October. So there would be no reason for my battery to be dead and going dead every day. When the tow truck came and picked up my car, I had to jump it. On a brand new battery? The way that he hooked my power steering pump back up, when the man looked under there, he said it's fluid leaking everywhere. I said, I know. I didn't have no power steering problems at all. So you didn't even hook it back up right. Do you realize I could have been on the highway and that pump would have busted or whatever was going on with it, and I wouldn't have been able to steer my car going 90 miles a freaking hour, 80 miles an hour. So my rack and pinion was messed up, which steers the car, and you messed with my power steering pump. Come on, y'all. And you was willing to let me be in a transmission or whatever that won't shift in first freaking gear. 0 to 20. The most important shift you need. All of that is dangerous and life threatening. You and me either. Good thing I know a little bit about cars. That's why I told you I called my son and was like, I said, son, they swapped out all my parts. And I knew when that other man said he had a 2008 Altima too, I looked at him. Dude had an ankle bracelet. I pay attention to everything I'm trying to tell you. You hear me? He said, oh, I got the same car as you. And now all my parts is old. And I didn't see that dude's car back up there no more after that. Oh, okay. So you done took my parts and put them on this nigga car. Charged him for the parts. Y'all probably was in on it together. Probably kept my other transmission. Hello. Because like old boy said, it was probably just bad gas. So I probably just needed to drain my gas tank and everything would have been okay. What you making for breakfast? Nothing. Excuse me. You said this sounds like a sensational Tubi movie. Yeah, such as life in real life. It says when a rack and pinion fails, your vehicle steering becomes difficult, loose, or completely unresponsive. This drastically compromises your control and creates a severe safety hazard and will rapidly damage your tires and suspension. Hello. The system rarely fails without warning. Being aware of of the following signs can help you easily catch the issue. I already knew. So everything that's messed up on my car, I wouldn't have been able to steer my car. And I brought it to you for a transmission. That propels the car. So there's no reason why anything in my suspension or this stuff there's no reason for you to do that. There's no reason for you to even touch any of that stuff. You getting me now? No reason. Absolutely not. I'll be right back, y'all. Give me a second. I love you.
gotta use the bathroom. Okay. You sure? You just look sleepy. You need some energy. You been taking your vitamins? No. Like you saying no. Where your lunch thing is? I'm not bringing that whole thing for these 2, 3 items. I did think I definitely have a cavity though, because it's cold.
And now you see, I told you what babies do to your teeth.
But you have to think though, they haven't been able to feel or do anything since I've had braces.
The reason mom's teeth.
Well, not braces, but last time they said I was fine. But I think I had this cavity before. Not before I got pregnant, but like.
Well, kids tear your teeth up. That's why I told you take your vitamins too. Thank y'all for letting me vent. I know y'all tired of hearing about it, but this is why I ain't been talking, because this has been on my mind. And I appreciate y'all for letting me vent today and yesterday. I really do, because I needed to. My baby said it the other day. She was like, I broke down on her, didn't I? I broke down on my baby. My baby came and hugged me. And she was like, Mom, you never know this, that, and the other, da, da, da. And I ain't gonna lie, I didn't want to hear that, because I believe that God be doing stuff, right? But I also believe that, like I told y'all, the enemy was on my head.
Those are Leaka's diapers.
Huh? Oh, those are Leaka's? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, I just put everything under there because I didn't know.
First storage, hello.
Yeah.
Alright.
I love you. Drive safe. Make sure you pray for traveling mercy, girl. Because it's kind of rainy.
Is it?
It was sprinkling, I guess, or something. So I appreciate y'all for letting me vent, because Lord, I've been holding this in and not really seeing much about it, but I just want to go home. That's it. That's all. And I could have been home had I took my daughter's advice and went with the person that she sent me. But I was trying to. The devil's still trying to take me out. It is, auntie. Because everything wrong with my car could have caused me to be in a very bad accident. But I knew it the first time I went and picked up my car and the second time. I almost got into a wreck both times because the car wouldn't turn. Like, it wouldn't go through. Okay, so it had got to the point where, now mind you, it wasn't like this when I took it there. But when I went and picked it up, okay? Because when I took the car there, I got the papers. When I took the car there, it was like it needs not a new transmission, but it only needed the housing. Something was off with the housing. So when you put it on the meter, it told you that. I didn't need a whole new transmission. I just needed the housing part of it. When you put it on the meter, but I knew something was up though, because when I kept going back, they kept putting it on the meter and trying to redo the computer, and I was just sitting there watching. Okay, because I still got the paper in my car, so I'm watching what you're doing, and then you're speaking in a different language or whatever. I'm seeing it. I missed the live last night, but my mom told me about it. I'm sorry they did you like that, and I'm praying that God show his glory through this situation. I know he will. The gentleman that has my car now, he was like, listen, my brothers have car lots, but I can't afford no payments, so it's gonna have to be something cash. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna have to work a deal out, sir, because all my finances have been tapped, right? So he was like, I know you told me what you've been like. This man seems very, you can tell he's a genuine person. Okay. Thank you, Florida girl. You know what I mean? Like, I was crying last night. He was like, don't cry. He was like, just call me in the morning. We're going to figure it out. So you can tell that he's about his business. And I knew that the first time when he had came and looked at my car, right? So I had to pay him $100 to come look at the car. But he's like, if you get the car fixed through me, da 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 da. But by that time, I had already taken it to the other place. And I'm like, no. He was like, you need to take this car back to them because they didn't do. He was like, he probably didn't put the new transmission in there. Even if he did, he knew it was bad when he put it in there. This, that, and the other. So I went through that whole process. I had him check it after I took it there. And he was like, my car, he said, started up. He was like, this your transmission. He was like, he didn't do whatever he said he was supposed to do. He didn't do it. Or this, that, and the other. So then I called this person and let this mechanic talk to that man. And he was like, bro, you didn't do da 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 da. The man was like, oh, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. He was like, you need to take this back or you need to take him to court. Right? I'm like, I don't live here. I'm just trying to go home. That's it. That's all. I just wanted my car fixed. I need to get home. Like, I don't live here. I got to go back to work. I got to do this. I got stuff I got to handle. So then that guy was even checking on me like, hey, how you doing? Did they get your car together? And I'm like, well, it's back at the shop. Well, the second time it was there for over a week, almost 2 weeks, something like that. It was there for a long time. Well, how did it take you 2 days the first time and then a week the second time? I kept calling. He was ignoring. He wasn't responding. All this old stuff. So I knew what was up then. But I had already told my son when I got my car back the first time, I said it looked like parts that my parts didn't look this old. They didn't. They weren't this old looking. You know what I'm saying? Because I literally can show y'all a picture of my car underneath. I keep that stuff because I take care of my car. That's why I don't drive a lot. I don't do this. So, oh boy, had already, before I took it back the second time, he had already got under my car and told me, you know, whatever, whatever. He was like, oh, it's probably just this, it's just this, it's just this. So I already knew what it was when I took the car back the second time. So I had already had somebody else look at it as to why I brought it back over there. When he got under my car this time, because I had to have it towed because it won't even drive. You can't even turn the steering wheel or anything now. He tells me this list of stuff, several $1,000s worth of work and parts and labor. Mind you, I had already given this new man $900 for another transmission. Okay? But now it's not just the transmission, it's the rack and pinion, it's this, it's that, it's all these other things. And he was like, none of this stuff should have been touched. None of this stuff should have been moved. None of this stuff should have been messed with at all. So you pieced my car out, put on parts because there was a car there that you was fixing that was the same year and make and model as mine. Hello. There was nothing wrong with my suspension at all. There was nothing wrong with my power steering pump. There was nothing wrong with none of that stuff. Nothing. So either you moved a whole bunch of stuff that you didn't have to, or you broke stuff. Period. Whatever it is, you put me in danger and lied to my face several times when I already knew that that car was not good enough to put on the road. If I can't get through an intersection, how am I gonna do it? God knew what he did. That's why my tire kept going flat. Then I got up the next day and it wouldn't start because God had already known what he had done under my hood. And seeing as how I'm traveling by myself, if I would have got into a bad accident, nobody would have known. For days. So you did not care about my life at all. Crazy. I don't know. I'm over it. I'm just waiting for this other man to call me so I can see what's going on. I just don't understand. I really don't. Especially when, man, mm, being able to disregard or devalue human life like that is crazy and scary. Yeah, especially when, like, there were situations to where you couldn't do certain things. Just, yeah. I'm just going to say there are a lot of people that we have been a blessing to. And so I'm just going to leave it at that. You know, we've been a blessing to a lot of people. A lot of people. And it's real crazy how people do. That's what I'm going through. So I don't know what God is going to do. Um, I don't wish no bad on nobody, but I do ask that God stop this person if he's doing it to other people. I do ask that he stops them because you're putting people's lives in danger. So I don't want nothing bad to happen to nobody, but God, please stop him from being able to take advantage of people. That is a prayer that I'm praying. However you do it, because I know I'm not the first person you did it to. So I am asking God to, if that place, if this is something that they do all the time, taking advantage of people, putting people in dangerous situations, breaking people's cars so that they can get more money, I'm asking God to put a stop to the injustice. Yeah, that's because people don't have money and time and this, that, and the other. And you know I don't live here, you know? So that's the thing. You're not worried about people. You selfish. And so I'm asking God to put a stop to any fraudulent behavior or whatever else with that situation. Don't let him do nobody else like this. That's what I'm asking for. Let this be the last situation that he gets to take advantage of anybody. That's the only prayer I'm praying. That's it. Don't let him take advantage of nobody else in real life. So don't even know what to say, y'all. And forgive me if I'm not all biblical right now, but we live in duality, right? And y'all done seen me be here, and y'all done seen me be here, and y'all done seen me be in the middle. But a lot of times, like I said, most of the stuff that I go through, it just be me. And because I'm not the trying to put people on Front Street and do all of that, I struggle with a lot by myself. I don't know, Auntie. I don't know. I don't know. Cause if you shiesty, you shiesty with everybody. I believe in my heart that's just the character of the person. And I told you well, you might not have been in class, but God had me reading on an evil heart, and an evil heart don't care the sex. You know what I'm saying? He might not have done it to this magnitude, but if you shiesty, you shiesty. If you think you can get over on some stuff, you gonna do it. Cause when I was there, it was arguments that was happening with other people while I was there. Tow truck people and this, that, and the other. Cause I was there for some hours, a couple of the different days, and I saw different interactions. So I can't even say that that's not. I think so, cause I literally watched interactions with men, and now some of them I couldn't understand because it was in a different language. But yeah, I watched it with my own eyes. And this was after my car had already been there when I went to pick it up the first time and then the second. Right. So that's why I said I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. I just pray that whatever it is that he's doing that is not right, God stops that. And that's everybody that's involved at that place, because you got to think he didn't take all those parts off by himself. So somebody had to help you. Do you see what I'm saying? Somebody had to help you. So that's why I said everybody that's involved, okay, I'm asking that God put a stop to them taking advantage of people. That's all I'm asking for. Because money is hard to come by. You playing with people's lives and their livelihood. That's not okay. That's not okay. So I just pray that God put a stop to any crazy stuff that you're doing that puts other people in a bad situation. I just ask that God put a stop to that. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. Don't let him take advantage of nobody else. Don't let that whole place, if they are doing that to other people, if they're putting fake parts in and all of that, I'm just asking God to not let them do it to nobody else. That's it. Good morning. That's all. If they taking parts and replacing parts, whatever it is that they're doing, I'm asking that God put a stop to that. That's it. That's all. Cause you can't do people like that. And I'm not just saying it because it's me. I don't want you doing it to nobody. Man, woman, kid, white, black, it don't matter. If you gonna run a business and people depend on you to be able to drive safely, you have a responsibility to either say I can't do it or I'm not equipped to do that. Let me find somebody and not just take people money. You said I agree. I know most times mechanics only try to do that to women because I graduated from trade school with mechanics under my belt. They look at me different. I'm speaking the lingo. See, that's the thing, Auntie, though. I said everything. Everything I'm saying to y'all, I said to him. I said, why do this look different? Why did that? I said these things. I didn't go to mechanic school, but I told y'all, my auntie, my uncle, like, as soon as I got in my car, I heard metal. I'm like, what's that? What is that? It sounded like metal was in my right? Then I'm looking under my car because I don't just leave. I'm when I test drove my car, then I looked, I saw it was 200 extra miles on my car. I'm like, who the hell been driving? If it's been sitting here for 2 weeks or a week and whatever else, where these 200 extra miles come from? You understand? I didn't bumped into stuff. I heard the rattling in my tire. I'm like, the heck? I know suspension work, right? So I'm like, what's going on? Oh, this, that, and the other, da, 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 da. All of these excuses. But I didn't drove enough buckets to know what I'm listening to. Most people get in the car, turn up their music. I pay attention to every single thing on my car. I'm checking the trunk. I'm checking everything because I done been around too many crazy people. And with the government crap going on, I have to check my car every time I get in it. So, and just like the man told me last night, he said, listen, I know for a fact that none of these things were wrong because you wouldn't have been able to make it from Missouri to here with all of these problems. I won't, Auntie. Mm-mm. You know I'm not going to do it because I know God is going to take care of it. And when he do, it's going to be, I know the scripture now. You literally put my life in harm's way. And the Bible says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. And I was literally coming to that place to bless you and yours too. It was an even exchange. You even overcharged me because you told me one number when I dropped the car off, and then when I came back, you must have forgot that I remember what you told me, and you charged me 150, basically plus with me going and getting all my own stuff. Okay, dang near 200 and something dollars over what you told me you was gonna charge me at first, but I paid it because maybe you had to do more work, maybe you had to do whatever. Okay, so then I go back. Okay, and I buy more liquid and this, that, and the other, and all this stuff. And you literally just took parts off my car or broke things on purpose or whatever it is that you did. But the comment was made about me and what I really do with the finances that come into here, right? The conversation was had, okay? And I told this person, I said, listen, I live on a very small amount of money so that I'm able to do a certain thing. So I don't have whatever you think I have or whatever else it is. That's not the case here. I'm telling you. I need this fixed because I can't afford to do certain things, right? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I get you. The whole time there's been conversations that have been had about me and about what I really do. But if I didn't do what I said that I do, I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in right now. Does that make sense? You hear me? Okay. So, right, right. Okay. So you might have thought it is. It is. It is. So again, I know what you mean. It's a lot that I just, baby, I already know. I didn't have to watch. Listen, I didn't have plenty of raggedy cars. I come from a family of mechanics, y'all. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I told y'all my auntie, who is illiterate, I think she's what, my mom about to be 70. So that my auntie's almost 80. She can take an engine apart, any part on a car, and rebuild it. And she can't read. This is not a joke. piece by piece and put it back together. She can rebuild a transmission. She can rebuild an altar. She can rebuild whatever she need to rebuild. I literally come from a family. Y'all heard my daughter last night say, the only reason I keep the upkeep on my car the way that I do is because of my mom. One of the reasons me and my ex-husband got divorced, because nigga, you won't even keep, I'm telling you, the car knocking, you don't hear that? Turn your music down. What you didn't hit? You didn't messed up a ball bearing or a joint. Do you understand? I know cars. I don't have a degree, but I know cars. And I definitely know my car. I keep upkeep on my cars. Auntie, I'm always by myself in cities. So I can't just hop in my car and drive. I smell my car. I turn my car on. I'm going to put my nose in the hood. I do all of that, baby. I know how to put my own refrigerant in my car. It's a lot of stuff I know how to do. That's what I'm telling y'all. I'm not a person that don't know nothing. I'm not the average female when it comes to cars. That's how I knew when I was sitting there talking to him. I'm like, this ain't, I got videos where I'm like, look, this wasn't like this. That's how I know exactly how much mileage was on my car when I dropped it off. Because I know, listen, I know somebody right now that's a mechanic that's very close to my situation, and they have wrecked people's cars because they're supposed to be fixing them, and they have wrecked the person's car while it's supposed to be sitting at the lot because they drive them. Totaled a person's car when that car was supposed to be sitting on the shop lot. They was driving it, and this ain't the only one. They done drove pretty much every single car that they were supposed to be fixing. So I know somebody that does this. Okay, personally. So I know that this is a thing. They didn't put more damage on a person's car that brought it there to get fixed. I know this happens. This is why I watch stuff like this. You see what I'm saying? As soon as I get in my car, I'm listening for sounds. I'm smelling. I'm doing, you sound like my mama. She will know the mileage and everything before she leaves the car. I do that every day though, baby. Because Auntie had cheating niggas. So if you say you going to your mama house, I know how many miles it is to your mama house and back. I know how many miles it is to the grocery store and back. I know how many miles it is to your sister's house and back. I know how many miles. So when you say you getting ready to go, I'm gonna go out there, start the car up, and look. So I did this even outside of when I used to let my daughters use my car when they first start driving. Y'all going where? I know how many miles it is to there and back. I know if you went somewhere else. This is what I do. When I let people drive my car, if it's somebody, oh, I need to use your car, da, 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 da. Baby, I'm checking the mileage. You said you're going where? And this was before we was Googling to see how much. Because I check my mileage. I will restart my mileage. That's how I know if my gas is, if I need to get a gas treatment. This is stuff that I do on whether nobody's driving my car or not. Exactly. I need to know how many miles I'm getting per gallon. Listen, that's what I'm telling y'all. I do know. I check the tread on my tires. I do this. That's what I do. In the back of my trunk, like I said, when I went and got the new tire, I bought a 2-ton, the big jack, because I already had a jack. But I was like, you know what? With this car having these problems, just in case, I went on and bought me a 2-ton jack. Hello. I got bought the things in the back of my car. I got wrenches. When the dude, I had a whole set of wrenches. Like, I don't play with my car. It's real. Because, again, I don't live in the state with anybody that I know. So, me just getting in the car, not having no oil, not having no transmission, not having no, I keep whatever I need in my car for just in case. Okay? My it's so crazy because I left both of my what's the names charging when I went. this time, or else I would have been able to jump my own battery. But I got my cables. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know. Y'all sent me one, and then I have another one. So I have two battery jumpers. They sitting on, one is on the couch and one is charging in the office. Because I was like, I'm only going to be gone 2 days. Blah, 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 blah. Plus I got my cables. Like, I got my own everything. I got one for the transmission, one for the oil, one, all of that. Yes, Auntie. I mean, Nixie put, I don't play. Because if you don't have nobody to depend on, it's not wise to not know what's going on with your car. It's not wise to not know the sounds of your car. It's not wise to not have something. Because then you put yourself, especially as a woman, you put yourself at risk of being taken advantage of on the highway and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So, that being said, I don't know. It's just crazy. Hey, I'm gonna wait till 10 and call this other. I was gonna wait till 9, but I don't know what time that man get up in. It seemed like he was up late last night. So I'm gonna call him this morning and see what we can do about whatever. I don't know. I don't know. My dad taught me the same so I wouldn't get swindled. Taught me how to change my oil and change a tire. Yeah. I'm saying I learned that, but relating to your car problem, you shouldn't have taken this long. I'm in agreement with you. I know. I know. I know. I know, honey. I do. I know. I know. I've had plenty of raggedy cars before, and this car was not raggedy. That car, like that man said last night, would have took me another 170 some thousand miles, and I know that. I know. But like I said, when I called last night, when I called my son, and I told him, yeah, I heard him say it. I said, didn't I tell you there was stuff replaced on my car that shouldn't have been? I said, they pieced my parts out. And he said, you said that, Mom. Exactly. And then I gave this man my car, and he said, yeah, they took stuff off your car that they didn't even take off. This, that, and the other. It was exactly what I thought because I pay attention. I got under there and all them parts look old and stuff was moved around the way I've been looking at this under this hood for 3 years. I noticed, like I said, you didn't even put my battery thing back. That thing, my battery used to fit real snug in there because in October when I tried to get it out, I couldn't hardly get it out. Well, the part where the battery like sits up against, it's all the way over here. I mean, messed like I'm like, why it's fit snug up against there, baby? It was so bent, and I'm like, okay. So then I'm just looking at different stuff under there. I have a picture of what it looked like prior to me bringing it to you. It didn't look like that. So I know if that's crazy, it's some other stuff under here that's crazy. Then I'm hearing, I'm like, what is this noise? I got videos of the noises. I got videos of the lights on the dash that wasn't on there, the emergency little triangle symbol. So I'm like, what is this? This wasn't even on here at first. None of this stuff was lighting up on my dash. So what you done did? Mm-hmm. He went in there replacing stuff with raggedy parts is what he did. Because my stuff was nice and shiny. It wasn't all covered and all of that. It wasn't. Mm-mm. Anyway, I don't know, y'all. I just know that I don't want no parts of that, the whole situation. And I'm just asking God to not let him do this to anybody else. And anybody that took part in it, whoever else is at that place, and if this is what they all be doing, I'm asking God to allow that not to happen. That's the only prayer I have. Don't let them take advantage of nobody else. If they switching out parts and whatever they are doing that is causing people to be in a worse situation, I'm asking God to stop that. That's it. I don't have no crazy prayers or nothing. Just don't let them take advantage of nobody else. Mm-hmm. However God chooses to do that, that's the prayer that I'm praying. So if y'all want to agree on that with me, That's fine. I'll take that. And then touch and agree that God gonna do a miracle today so that I can be home by Sunday. What's today? Thursday. Yeah, I can be home by Sunday, hopefully. Because I got so much stuff that I need to do by Sunday. So, anyway, I love y'all. And thank you to everybody that just listened to me vent because this has been very difficult for me. And sorry, I ain't been able to put no scripture out. But as y'all can see, this is what I've been going through. And not that this trumps the word, but I mean, everybody was worried. This is why I didn't say nothing because I already knew I was being taken advantage of. And I was trying just to whatever. I don't even know. So I love y'all. I'll give y'all a heads up later on, see what's going on. After I talk to this man, let him know what's happening or see what he say. I don't even know. Good morning. You taught us how to study for ourselves. You fine, Auntie. We love you. Thank you. I'm on the mountain right now. Don't be down here with. Okay, I ain't gonna say. Because Auntie, you're here. And she said she be feeling the way, so I ain't gonna say it. But Auntie, I need a laugh. Don't be down here with all them statues and stuff. Hello. Just let us know the cost of the new vehicle. And we'll do what we do. I appreciate you, Auntie. Listen. Y'all see I ain't been. I've been trying to do it myself. That's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying. Right. Uh-oh. Listen. I've been trying. I've been trying. Well, I love y'all. I'm about to go. Auntie, I just want to say, I want to say, but you said the other day, don't say nothing because you're going to side eye me. But it's a joke that made me laugh right now, but not at your expense, though. Because don't it feel like Moses on the mountain right now? Don't it? Do it feel like Moses on the mountain to you? It is. Everything's still the same, y'all. You hear me? Do it. Don't it feel like because they didn't get to see him talk to him for like 40 something days. And we at about day 50 almost. Barely day 50. No. Uh-uh. I just need y'all to pray that they can't take advantage of nobody else. You hear me? If you're going to pray anything, just pray that they don't get to take advantage of nobody else. But we ain't building no golden calf, so that's what I said. That's why I said it feel like that. I don't know what y'all might be doing. I don't know. Okay? I don't want y'all to pray that nothing bad happen or nothing. I just want y'all to pray that they can't take advantage of nobody else. That's the only prayer I need y'all to pray as far as that situation. And for me, just pray God's will be done. Right. Right, Danny. You hear me? It's a joke, but still, you know? Because we gotta laugh to keep from crashing out. That's what we gotta do. Anyway, I love y'all. Bye. I'm about to go. Oh, Lord. This has been a crazy ride. We gonna laugh so we don't crash out. That's what we gonna do. I love y'all.